for an original song.
Welcome everyone to my little movie review. So let's talk about old school cartoons, shall we? Back in the day, comics were a huge thing, and with comics came cartoons, and one of the best cartoons was Batman the Animated Series. Based on the Tim Burton movies, Batman the Animated Series brought something new to TV. Beautiful animation done in a noir, gothic, classical style of Metropolis and other movies. It brought a fresh sense to us kids that weren't used to that kind of thing. We saw something that we fell in love with and became comic fans for Lord knows how many years. And with a successful show like that, it meant we were going to get movies. Now, as far as I remember, there were 2 Batman the Animated movies. Mystery of the Batwoman, which I've already covered, and one of the most beautifully animated movies I've ever seen, Mask of the Phantasm. So let's talk about Mask of the Phantasm, shall we? Was it as good as the TV show? Yes, actually, it was beautifully animated, well voice acted, and hey, let's get into it a little deeper, shall we? If you're a fan of mystery and Batman, which go hand in hand, and detective comics, then you're really gonna love this. Let's look at the animation for this scene and the music to really show why. The music will give you a sense of tension that something's gonna happen, while the lighting can kind of misguide you into what to look for. Keep a close eye on everything in this scene and see if you can guess what's going to happen before it happens. And then we'll talk a little bit more about it and what kind of feel it gave me watching this scene. So without further ado, here we go.
You guys wait here.
Whatever you say, Mr. Bronsky.
They say the bat iced this guy.
I know.
Chucky. You always were a loser. Huh? Who's that?
Buzz Bronsky, your angel of death awaits.
Get away from me, you freak!
Time to pay for your sins, Mr. Bronsky.
All right, creep. Catch this! What the? Jake! Logan! Boys!
Come on!
He was up here! Boss!
Boss! Boys, hurry! Up!
You always were a loser, Mr. Bronsky. Farewell, Mr. Bronsky.
Boss!
Oh, man.
Hey! It's the bat! It's the stinking bat!
The scene really demonstrates how you can do a horror scene or a horrific scene without actually showing anything. The fall of the statue, the cutaway to the people's faces, you don't need to see the body. You just need to see the reactions to know how bad it was. So, the movie revolves around a new villain who is killing off gangsters in Gotham. And can you really call that a villain, honestly? But the police and newspapers believe it's Batman, because it's Gotham and that means Batman did everything. But the movie doesn't just focus on what Batman is doing. One of the great things about this movie is it shows Bruce's life. More importantly, his life before Batman. And what's this? Batsy boy has a bit of a love interest. Let's go ahead and look at this little flashback, shall we?
Welcome to the Gotham World's Fair, a dream of the future. A bright tomorrow filled with hope and promise for all mankind. This is a vision of the shimmering utopia, where we shall all spend the rest of our lives.
Do you think we'll really see any of this in our lifetime? Bruce? Bruce, I'm talking to you.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry, Andy. My mind was on something else.
Like what?
Oh, just, the future.
Anyone's in particular, or just the generic brand?
Well, you know.
No, I don't. Since when do you talk to me about your plans? By the way, Dad's been wanting to meet you.
Oh, yeah?
But I told him you're not up to it yet.
Oh, I can meet him.
Great! I'll call him right now. You sure about this?
Sure, I'm sure. What the heck am I doing, Alfred? This isn't part of the plan. I must be going nuts.
If I may make so bold, Master Bruce, I'd say quite the reverse.
The flashbacks are beautifully done, opening with very slight movements, almost like a comic panel image of Batman, showing the beautiful art of this series. And seeing Bruce being Bruce, and almost conflicted about what he's doing, shows that we could have had a different Bruce Wayne. But the question is, why did he become Batman? I think the next scene I'm going to show might show a little bit of it. He seems so happy. But what does the future hold?
I always wanted to see Europe, Bruce. And Dad has business there next week. It's some sort of hush-hush deal. He won't tell me a thing. He can't even say when we'd be coming back.
Will you at least let me try to talk you out of it?
Bruce.
Wait, please. Oh, never mind. I'm no good at this. Here. You'll get the idea. What do you say?
Of course I will. I never thought this would happen. I always felt like I'd thrown you a curveball, like you never knew what to do with me because I wasn't in the plan.
You are now. I'm changing the plan.
we see he's ready to marry her, but at the same time, seeing the bats, he remembers he made a promise. What happens when he goes to his parents? Is he going to get comforted? We're going to see in the next scene, and I think it's really going to show how wonderfully this is acted, how and why we love Kevin Conroy as Batman.
What am I still doing this for? It's gotta be one or the other. I can't have it both ways. I can't put myself on the line as long as there's someone waiting for me to come home.
Miss Beaumont would be glad to know you feel that way, Master Bruce. She's holding on line 1, sir. Master Bruce?
Alfred, I can't. Not now.
What shall I say, sir?
I don't know. I just don't know! It doesn't mean I don't care anymore. I don't want to let you down, honest, but it just doesn't hurt so bad anymore. You can understand that, can't you? Look, I can give money to the city. They can hire more cops. Let someone else take the risk. But it's different now. Please. I need it to be different now. I know I made a promise, but I didn't see this coming. I didn't count on being happy. Please, tell me that it's okay.
Maybe they already have. Maybe they sent me.
It looks like Bruce was maybe ready to move on. He found love. Looks like he wants a normal life. He's begged his parents for forgiveness. But the thing is, that's just a flashback. We know Bruce has become Batman. So, why? Why is he now Batman? What happened to the love of his life? Or at least the one in this movie. And the question is, who's this new Grim Reaper-like villain killing off mobsters? Why are they killing off mobsters? If you want to find out, and want to see what drove Bruce fully to become the Dark Knight that we love so highly, I suggest picking up this movie. The best part is Warner Archives has brought this movie back to the public through Blu-ray. Not only is it on Blu-ray, but they digitally restored and cleaned it up so you can see it in all the beauty it was meant to be seen in. And guess what? They even have a special edition t-shirt that I know I'm going to go pick up, done by Bruce Timm himself. That's right. Through the Warner Archive store, you can pick up a limited edition t-shirt and the Blu-ray. I highly suggest it if you're a fan of Batman and want to see why so many people fell in love with the series. And I want to thank Warner Archives for giving me the opportunity to review this movie. And if you want to pick it up for yourself, there's a link in the description. Hey, I highly suggest it. This is why I fell in love with Batman. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
In the summer we were lovers. With a flame our hearts would burn. A flame the autumn would smother and leave this heart to yearn.